Hey everybody, happy Saturday, happy June 1st. I don't know about you guys, but I am completely excited that it's June. We have some really fantastic promotions going on in the way of products. And we are still in the middle of our slingshot incentive, which is fantastic. So we've got that going on. And it's summer. Oh, it's summer. I still can't believe how quickly it's come. All right. Welcome, guys. How are we doing? Did you have a great end of month? Oh my gosh. It's extremely exciting. I know on my team we had a lot of fun. We had some promotions. We had lots of new people. Hey, Lee, good morning. So we are really excited. We are really excited. So much stuff going on. Lee, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. If I happen to miss any comments, holler at me. Sometimes it will stop scrolling when I'm in the middle of a live. So if I miss something, holler at me. Lee knows how to get my attention. She'll get it. She'll get it. All right, guys, I want to be mindful of your time. It is 11 o'clock. Again, happy Saturday morning. Well, it's 11 o'clock Central Standard Time here in Lee Summit, Missouri, right outside of Kansas City. So, huge things. But today we are going to talk about getting active. We obviously have a lot of new consultants. Thank you so much to Scentsy for the amazing join special of the $15 join kit. That was just something completely unexpected, and honestly, I don't even know if I was ready for all of it that was happening. So it was pretty intense. So we had a really great month, and obviously we've got a lot of new consultants. So we want you all to be able to have the tools that you need to succeed, whether or not you joined Scentsy during the $15 special, whether you've been a consultant for a while. I always like to say that it's always helpful to hit that reboot button. If you find that things aren't working, that maybe you've been doing for a while or you've seen others do and it's just not working for you, that's okay. Really feel comfortable in knowing that there is no set way that you have to run this business. Okay, this business needs to be authentically you, and it needs to authentically run around your life and your schedule. For some of you, you may be juggling a job, kids, family, other family members that you take care of, the household. There's so many different things that all of us face in everyday life. So first and foremost, as I tell my team all the time, family is number one. Family is number one. So we need to be scheduling our business around our family. And so if that means that you've got a chaotic family, lots of either littles, or you've got olders and littles, or whatever it looks like in your house, then you just need to kind of sit down, take a moment. It's the beginning of a new month, right? This is the perfect opportunity to sit down and just take inventory of what your week looks like, idealistically, right? Again, life happens. We get that, right? Things are going to come up unexpectedly. But in a realistic weekly timeline, what does your life look like? So for some of you, that may mean, hey, I've only got like an hour in the morning to do some business work, and I am scrambling the rest of the day. I've got work, I've got kids, I've got everything else, right? For some of you may actually work overnight shifts, may have a job that works overnight. So during the day, a lot of your time is spent, what? Sleeping. Yeah, I was there too. I was a graveyard shift worker for about 8 years, and yeah, it took me a minute just to get back into the land of the living, so to speak. So we all have different schedules, so you just have to look at your schedule, look at what it looks like, and then find ways to fit your business in around it. To work this business successfully, you don't have to spend 40 hours a week doing this. If your week, when it comes to working your business, means, hey, I've got, again, right, maybe like 1 hour every other day, right? So maybe you're looking at 3 to 4 hours a week that you can really dedicate because there's just life, there's work, and there's just too much on your plate. That's okay. As long as you prioritize what you're doing in your business, you can be just as successful as somebody who does this full time. I'm not lying when I say this, okay? There truly is a way to be mindful of your habits and your intention when it comes to working your business. So be intentional. Again, take this time at the beginning of the month here to look and see, okay, where are the times that I can squeeze in some business work? I like to encourage everybody to at least check the workstation, log into your workstation at least once a day, even if you don't have time to commit to working your business. At least log in. That way you can at least see like the scroll of the news tab very briefly, right? So if you see like today, we had the brand new summer collection launch, right? You can still be in the know. And that way when you're working along with your life and everything else and a question comes up or you see something posted on Facebook, you're not completely out of the loop. So just set yourself up for success. Little habits like that can make a huge difference. All right, so getting active is, and hopefully it will become, if it's not already, one of your first main goals every single month. If you're newer or if you just aren't familiar with the term active, what that means for us here in the US is 200 PRV in a month. That gives you active status as a Scentsy consultant, okay? And that's what we really shoot for every single month, is to get active, because that is, and again, for those of you who are newer, or again, maybe you've been out of the loop for a while, but you're rebooting and jumping back in, we need to be active. The only requirement that we have as independent Scentsy consultants is to be active 1 month in a rolling 4-month period. Now, Tracy shared a really great graphic. I believe it was here in the Scented Bliss page. I actually think I saw it in a couple groups today, but I believe it's here. If we need to bump it, we can. But it shows you when the last time you were active, and then when the month comes that you need to be active again. So for those of you who are hobbyists, those of you who are just doing this to feed your own Scentsy addiction, hello, did that for about 1.5 years. That's okay. This way you just know, and you, again, can be intentional. You can plan, and you can really set a course for that business to make sure you don't unexpectedly go, oh my gosh, I had no idea that May was the last month I needed to be active. I had no idea. Stay in the loop, plan accordingly, and that way you can kind of get a good feel. So active is always number one when it comes to your goal for the month. I personally, I mean, of course, my every month goal is always 1,000 PRV. That's like my overall goal. But I don't actually start and say, okay, Jacqui, it's June 1st. I'm going to get 1,000 PRV. Well, that's great. I might write that down, right? But in my mind, in order for me to hit 1,000 PRV, there's steps in between, right? I can't go from 0, well, maybe. I mean, you can, it's possible. But realistically, I can't go from 0 to 1,000 by the time this video is over, right? There's steps I have to take in order to get to that 1,000 PRV. So breaking those things down, if your goal is to promote, right? You want to promote, or your big, huge goal is, I want to be a director. You know that there's steps in between that you have to do, and you have to be able to work those habits into place before you get there. So getting active is really key in building this as a business. Again, for those of you who are hobbyists, just remember when you need to be active. And who knows, you never really know that even though you are starting out as a hobbyist, you may turn into a lifer like myself, okay? So it's not to say that it's not possible. It's not to say that it's not doable, because everything is. And we've got millions of stories to be able to share with you exactly how it's happened. But again, we need to really focus on those intentional steps. So your very first step every month should be to get active, to get to the 200 PRV. After that, I like to, again, build it up in increments, 350, 500, 750, 1,000, boom, right? And then I've got a personal goal of mine is to get at least 2 team members every single month. And I have steps in place for that as well. But today we're going to talk about getting active. So how do we start building those habits to be able to get active, not only on a regular basis, but in order to build those habits so we can build our businesses higher and higher and higher and continue to promote. So one of the really great ways that I have incorporated into my business, in which I found it made a huge, huge difference, was follow-ups. I am a self-proclaimed, I'm a recovering follow-up failure. Do we want to call it that? In other words, I sucked at follow-up, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with saying that because I can acknowledge that, right? I acknowledge that, yes, I was not the greatest at it. I didn't stay consistent with it, and therefore, it really ultimately hurt my business. So I knew, again, hitting that reboot button every so often kind of helps you to look back and go, what are some things that I'm doing that I'm not doing so great that maybe I can work on to get better at? That's what we're here for. That's what this team, if you've got a director and they've got a page, you've got a sponsor and they've got a page, that's what all of these groups are here for, is to truly help you get and build these new habits. So again, I recognized follow-up was just a huge problem for me. So I knew I needed to do something. And I've been a Scentsy consultant since 2012. And let me tell you guys, I have done everything under the sun when it comes to trying to do follow-ups. I've created notebooks. I've done Excel spreadsheets. I've used Trello. I've used other CRMs, computer programs, right, that help me manage and tell me when I need to do it. I've used my phone. I've used the reminders. I've used the calendar on my phone. All of these ways were great for about a week, and then I wasn't consistent in it. Now, just because those ways didn't work for me does not mean that it's not going to work for you. So I don't want to discourage you. I encourage you to fail at all of the ways that you think you can do follow-up. That may sound really weird to some of you because you're like, failure? Jacqui, why do I want to fail? Failure means that you're trying. Failure means that you are at least getting in there, getting your feet wet, you're trying to do something, and you're learning from it. We've all failed. We've all failed in life, and probably with Scentsy at some form, in some way or another, right? Again, I'll use myself as the example. I failed at follow-up. I failed at it. And so I had to continue failing at it to figure out what was the right thing for me. So for some of you, it may be pulling out that planner and just planning out when you're going to follow up with somebody. It may be writing it on a big calendar. Maybe you've got a huge dry erase board. Write it up there if that works for you. Use your phone, use the apps, use the different programs available. We also have a really great tool, and you guys have probably heard about it. If not, then hopefully you will hear about it today, and that is Maven. Maven is an app that you can actually download. You have a free 30-day trial, so you can actually try it. And here is the really cool thing about Maven. Yes, it's a follow-up application, okay? Probably like some of the others that maybe you've tried or you've seen, or even the different programs, right? The one difference is that Scentsy has partnered with Maven. And so because they have partnered with Maven, Maven has the ability to actually connect and sync with your workstation. Now, why is that a big deal? That's a big deal because as I'm sitting on the couch, which I'll probably do later and watch some Netflix, but as I'm sitting there on the couch, maybe doing a little binge watching, I can also do some follow-ups in the meantime from my phone without even coming here and sitting down at the computer. Because how did follow-up look like for me before Maven? For me, what it looked like is I would sit down, I would pull up my workstation, I would get out my notebook or my planner and go, okay, Sarah bought this, and this from me. Okay, got it. All right. David bought this, and this. Okay, got it. Maribel had a party for me, and it was $500. Okay, got it. She ended up booking another party. Okay, whatever, right? So I'd write everything down. Awesome. Sounds great, right? Then I made my plan. When am I going to follow up with these people? Okay, I'm going to write it on that date. This sounds good. I think on Monday, that sounds like a good day to do it. I'm going to write it down there. Follow up with them. Then what would happen? On Monday would roll around and I'd sit down and I'd go, oh yeah, I got to follow up with her. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, I've got to, okay, laundry's got to be done. Oh my gosh, somebody's got to mow the yard. It's either me or my husband. So we're going to have to draw straws for that. So that has to be done. And then what would happen? By the end of the day, I'd be sitting there at the end of the day after I put my youngest to bed and shutting everything down for the night. I'd go, oh, I completely forgot to message Maribel. I'll do it tomorrow. And that's where I failed. That's honestly where I failed, because I had nothing that really helped me and motivated me to actually do those follow-ups. Why? Because it took some time. I'd have to come in here, sit down at the computer, because I may have written it down, but maybe I don't have Maribel's phone number saved in my phone yet, or I wanted to send her an email, but oh man, what was her email address again? And I have to go sit down at the computer and put it in. The way that Maven syncs with our workstation is that any way that they have put in contact methods, whether it's their home address, whether it's their email, whether it's their phone number, all of that syncs into Maven. So as I'm sitting on the couch binge watching my Netflix, I can very easily just go through my to-dos for the day and go, oh, time to follow up with Maribel. Send email. Boom. My template is there with what I've already pre-created, with what I want to say. If not, there's generic ones for you. Don't feel like you have to be super creative with this. You don't, but if you want to, the option is there. And then you just kind of do that. You either send it as a text, you can send it as an email, however you normally connect with them. I even have some people that I actually do this with, where I actually will do the template and then I copy it very quickly and then I paste it into a Facebook message, simply because that's how I connect with them, is through Facebook Messenger. So I want to continue that connection however it is I normally talk with them. Maven just doesn't give me that option. So all I do is I just copy very quickly on my phone, copy and then paste the text into a messenger. Boom, done. And my follow-up is done, right? Now, when you're doing your follow-ups, what are you doing? Hopefully you're somewhat familiar with the method. If not, then we're gonna do some training, and there is always training on your workstation in the training center on follow-up. But again, remember, this is totally a one size fits all, because you can do your follow-up a million different ways. A lot of people will follow the 2x2x2 method. 2 days after they order, it's just sending them a quick, hey, thank you so much for your order and supporting my business. I appreciate you. And then 2 weeks after they've ordered, by that time they should have received their product or you've delivered it to them. And it's a very quick check-in. Hey, how are you liking the new Aladdin collection? Which one is your favorite? That's your second follow-up. Your third follow-up is when you're actually going to ask them, hey, how did you like the Aladdin collection? Did you sniff your way through them? Are you ready to reorder? Do you want to add this to a Scentsy club? That way you always get that scent. That is when you're really asking and doing the full follow-up. Now, and on steps 1 or 2 or 4, 5, 6, 7, however you do your follow-ups, whatever that looks like, there may be times where they're like, hey, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with this Aladdin collection, order me another one. Boom, you've got your order right there, right? That follow-up is already paid off. But either way, you're building relationships with your customers, and we are truly in the relationship building business, okay? I always tell my team this. I will tell you guys as well. Hey, Courtney, I will tell you guys as well. I am not a salesperson. I'm not. I never have been. I never want to be. I never will be. All I do is I share what I love, and I happen to love the Scentsy products. And that is what I do. I don't sell, I share. And that is what I really, really encourage everybody to kind of work around. Sharing rather than in your face selling, right? Because that really, what does that do? That kind of turns people off. It really does. And I know it does for me, because I get a lot of messages on Instagram and things like that. People be like, oh, thanks for seeing my story. And now I wanted you to know that this month I have this, this, and this on sale. And I'm like, I didn't even ask you. I just looked at a story, right? So we don't want to be like in your face salesy, right? But at the same time, we just want to share. We want to share what we love. We want to share what we like. We want to share what we're enjoying. And we want to share what's new. Because that is one of the huge differences between Scentsy and a lot of other direct selling companies, is that Scentsy is constantly, every single month, giving us new products to promote. They're giving us new join specials to add team members, right? They're giving us all the tools that we need to build our business. So follow-ups is huge. Again, for me, it's maven all the way. I can say that I am now a recovering follow-up failure. I am fully in recovery. I should probably make chips to say how many months it's been since I have completely been on the follow-up maven train and have been building my business and my sales, because it truly has made such a difference for me, because it's so easy for me. But again, that is my way. You're going to have your way. So continue to fail until you find the way that is right for you. All right, another really great way to think about getting active every single month is as a consultant. One of the perks we have as consultants is subscribing to the Scent and Warmer of the Month kit. That's right. If you guys are not yet familiar, contact your sponsor, your director, your upline, or post in any of the groups. So the Scent and Warmer of the Month kits are fantastic. And I always encourage, again, family is number one in my book, right? So you have to take care of yourself and your family first. So if it's not truly in your budget, then do not stress yourself to do it. But hopefully, as you grow your business, as you begin to build your business, you're going to find some wiggle room in that budget, because Scent and Warmer of the Month will truly pay for themselves. And here's why. Scent of the Month kit, it includes the 9 bars, it includes the 50 flyers, it includes the room spray, it includes a party tester, and 72 rub and sniff stickers. What are these things? These things are amazing marketing materials. We can mail them out, we can hand them out, we can give them out, we can throw them at people as we walk by, right? So depending on where you're at with how you're feeling with social anxiety, things like that, take baby steps and work your way up into working Scentsy into conversations. For me, in the beginning, it simply was putting a sample with a flyer, and as I left the grocery store, just sliding it to the cashier. Here you go, thank you, bye-bye, and walking away. That's honestly how I began, because I didn't like being in somebody's face like that, right? So it was very uncomfortable for me. So I had to literally baby step my way into it. Now I'm comfortable enough to where I'm like, hey, I got some samples of the month. Do you want to try one? And there we go, right? So I'll jump into a whole conversation. But I only learned to do that, again, by doing baby steps. I didn't jump off from the high dive and instantly start doing that. But with Scent and Warmer of the Month, it gives you a great way to advertise. Another really amazing way that has totally helped me grow my business is by doing and sharing, again, sharing what I love. I don't sell it, I share it, is doing this through video. I do what I like to call my unboxing videos. And every single month when I get the Scent or Warmer of the Month kit, I unbox it during a video. And I have lots of friends who are consultants on other teams and directors and superstar directors and everything else, right? It totally depends on what they feel comfortable with. Some of them like to go live with their spouse or their husband, their partners, their friends, right? And open it and do a live video on Facebook and share it that way. Others, like me, I like to actually record it because I'm just type A personality that way, and then I upload it and I can send it out, right? Video is truly a great way to capture attention. And again, if you're like me and you're sharing and not selling, people are going to like and know and trust you because they're going to see your reaction of what you think when you're opening that scent, right? When you're looking at that warmer, when you're touching it, when you're smelling the scent, when your spouse or your kids are smelling the scent, right? Stephanie has her Smelly Smalls, her adorable daughter, who is doing amazing videos and capturing attention. Why? Because people like to see her reaction. And that's what people relate to. And they begin to look forward to those things. So for me, those videos have completely changed my business and helped me propel my business, because all it does is it builds excitement and momentum. Because when people like you, when they know you, when they trust you, and they feel comfortable with you, they will soon start being your customers because they're going to want to do business with you. And they're going to be more inclined to, even if they see it on another page or on somebody else's news feed, they're still going to come back to you because they like you, they know you, and they trust you. And you're the one who does their Scentsy business. Now, not only is it the sharing that gets the attention that will help you earn that PRV, but here's the kicker, and again, consultant exclusive, is that with the Scent and Warmer of the Month, we earn PRV. So whether or not you sign up for Scent of the Month, which is usually $35 PRV, or the Warmer of the Month, and that kind of varies, and it just goes depending on the actual price of the warmer. I think this month it is $50, so I think our PRV will be $65. I will have to look. We've got a little chart, and again, if it's not accessible here on Scented Bliss, I'll tag it and bump it up. But you'll know what that PRV is. That's PRV that's already adding towards your 200 for the month, right? So that's PRV that you can count on. And not only that, but yes, it's PRV. Yes, you're getting it at a huge discount as a consultant. Yes, you're getting it ahead of time. Yes, you're getting all the marketing materials. And you can resell all of this for retail value and actually make more money. And if you want to reinvest that into your business, again, it just equals more PRV, getting you closer to your active status. Number 3, I'm going to talk about Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club. What is the number 1 rule of Scentsy Club? We talk about Scentsy Club. I love that. If you guys have ever seen the movie Fight Club, number 1 rule is you don't talk about Fight Club. Well, the number 1 rule with Scentsy Club is you talk about Scentsy Club. And especially this brand new summer collection that just came out. The Aladdin collection that came out. I've got mine back there on the shelf. OMG. These limited time scents that come out in the bars can be added to a Scentsy Club order in the Always Get My Bar feature. Again, if you need some help or you're not quite familiar, jump onto the workstation, into the training center, look up Scentsy Club. There's a lot of great information there. Or reach out to your sponsor, your director, your upline, or post here in the group. So we'll be more than happy to give you some more information to get you started. But with Scentsy Club, and I currently have, I think it's 6 to 8, somewhere around there, different people who are subscribed to my Scentsy Club. What does that mean? Well, that means that, awesome, I've got people who are subscribing and loving Scentsy Club and they're getting it on a regular basis. What that also means is that is guaranteed PRV that I know is coming in every single month that I don't have to work for. I didn't have to do a follow-up for that. I didn't have to market for that. I didn't have to do a post about that. That's something they're automatically signed up for in my Scentsy Club, and every single month, that $30, that $60, whatever it is that they've subscribed to in that Scentsy Club is going to count towards my monthly PRV. So I already know that X amount of dollars is already coming in every month from my Scentsy Club subscriptions. And then I know that X amount of dollars is already coming in because I'm going to subscribe to either Scent or Warmer of the Month. Now, what am I missing, right, to get active? That's how you can better plan your month, okay? So by putting all of these systems into place, by setting up these really great habits, what are you doing? You're making it super easy for yourself, and you're gonna share this and duplicate this process with those that join your team, that this is the way in order to build that consistent PRV every single month. And it may be that just between Scentsy Club and Scent and Warmer of the Month kits that you're already at 200. Boom, off the books, don't even have to worry about it. I know I'm active every single month, truly without doing anything, right? That's awesome. That's awesome. So the more people that you can get interested in Scentsy Club, the better, because it's just going to be consistent PRV that you can begin to count on in your business. Lastly, number 4, I'm going to talk today very briefly about the promotions. And I kind of touched on this earlier, but every single month, again, Scentsy is always giving us tools to work our business smarter instead of harder. What did they do today? They announced the summer collection. OMG. Okay, all right. I already ordered the Scentsy soak. I already ordered the body wash, and I already ordered a 3-pack to include the 3 bars that I had to have, okay? I'm super excited. For one, hello, Scentsy fan happening right here, right? Fangirl happened all morning long. It was amazing. But I also want to be able to get those products, because the sooner the better, right? Before they sell out. But the sooner I can get those products, the sooner I can do a video or go live, or again, if you're not yet comfortable, do baby steps. Just turn the camera the other way and show the product, right? And be able to work on that video marketing, because again, video marketing is going to catch more attention than just a picture. And it's certainly going to catch more attention than just a flyer, because everybody can go onto Facebook and see 500 of the same exact flyers, but not everybody can go onto Facebook and see 500 of the same exact video that is you and your kid or your spouse or your next door neighbor or your BFF sitting there smelling the scents going, oh my gosh, this toasted marshmallow is life. Not everybody's going to get that reaction, are they? Nope. But when you do it, when you stand out a little bit from the crowd and you again are sharing what you like, people find you as an influencer. They're going to know you, they're going to like you, they're going to trust you, and they're going to be like, OMG, I have to buy that toasted marshmallow. All right, she sold me. I got to buy at least a bar, right? They're going to at least want to try it at that point. I would. If I didn't sell Scentsy, I would be somebody's best customer, because that's just how much I love it. And I think that it's such an amazing product. So every single month they're giving us that, right? What else do we have every single month that is brand new every single month without fail? We have a brand new warmer and a brand new scent that is featured. And both of those are on sale, 10% off for that entire month. So for June, I haven't unpacked my lemonade pitcher yet. I haven't decided where exactly to put it. But we've got the lemonade pitcher warmer, which is our June warmer of the month. If you guys haven't seen this, I know I did my video. I know tons of people did other videos. It's amazing in seeing it in real life. And then, of course, our scent is Squeeze the Day, which is literally lemon zest. And I think it's supposed to be a little bit of vanilla, but I don't smell the vanilla. I totally get the citrus, and it's a perfect kitchen scent. Let me just tell you that. So every single month they give us that. We also still have other promotions still going on, guys. We have the Father's Day bundles that are still happening. They are not yet sold out, so we can still get those. You can talk to your customers about Father's Day, right? Don't forget the dads. Don't forget the men. They're there too. They like Scentsy just as much as we do. So we've got all of these different things. Plus, who knows what else Scentsy is gonna throw our way, right? There's a new huge Disney movie that is coming out this month. We had Aladdin that came out 2 weeks ago now. It's been out for 2 weeks. But we've got Toy Story 4 that is coming out. Guys, we have a license with Disney. Do you think that Scentsy is going to let us miss an opportunity? I seriously doubt it. I would be completely floored if we missed out on one of these huge opportunities. And now, obviously, we don't know what that could be, and we're not ever promised that, right? But we know Scentsy. We like Scentsy. We know Scentsy. We trust Scentsy. And I can guarantee you they're going to throw something our way. So remind your customers that, guys, we've got a Disney licensing deal, okay? Good things are headed our way. So you want to be paying attention to my Facebook page or my VIP group or my Instagram, wherever it is that you kind of talk to your customers on social media, or if it's in person. Hey, don't worry. I'm going to be texting you the moment something drops, okay? Keeping them interested in all of these great things that Scentsy gives us is just yet another way to help us increase that monthly PRV every single month. And not only increasing the PRV, but it also helps us in having those recruiting and the joining conversations, right? Hey, I'm not a salesperson. They're like, I'm not a salesperson. I can't sell. Okay, neither do I. I share what I love, and trust me, people love these products. They're quality, they're amazing, they're fun, and it's just a really great culture that we have built here with Scentsy. You're gonna want to be a part of this. And trust me, you guys, if you haven't gotten the hints yet, fall is going to be huge for us. So if you're up for cancellation, or if you have team members up for cancellation, definitely do whatever is in your power to continue to stay active until fall, because big things, my friends, are coming our way, and we don't want to miss it. We don't want you to miss it either. So it's going to be huge. Guys, getting active every single month, like I said, all you're doing is you're building consistent habits. Even if you're a hobbyist, I was for like a year and a half, complete hobbyist. I didn't see a business in this. I didn't see anything down the line for this. I never would have been like, oh, I'll be a director someday. I mean, yeah, I might have said it a few times, but I didn't really mean it. I was like, yeah, right. Oh my gosh. Once you start realizing all that Scentsy can give you, not only with a business, but it can also help you in so many other ways. You guys, it has completely helped me open up out of my shell. I do have anxiety. I've got all of the things, right? And it completely helps me open up. My kids are so involved with Scentsy that it is just ridiculous. My husband is involved with Scentsy. It's ridiculous. We all have scent circles in our cars, right? My youngest daughter, she walks around with a Scentsy shirt. My oldest daughter walks around with a Scentsy shirt. When she goes to work, people are asking her about Scentsy, and she's not even saying anything. She's just wearing a shirt. So being able to involve your family is huge for those of us that are moms, that we love the mom life, right? Being able to include our family in something that we truly find passion in is powerful. It's powerful. And it's really a great way to bond with your kids. Like I said, I love Stephanie and her smelly smalls. You'll see videos of her. I've got other friends who are directors, and their kids are now doing videos and smelling the scents as they're opening them out of the boxes. And you guys, that marketing is free, and trust me, people watch it and they like it and they love it, and they will watch more of it. All right, guys, so take some time over this weekend. Like I said, it's a weekend, so take a little bit of time. Look at what your week looks like. What does a normal week look like for you and your family? Where can you fit in time to work your business? How can you start doing more follow-ups? How can you talk about Scentsy Club a little bit better? If you need brainstorming ideas, again, come to the group, talk to your sponsor, talk to your director, talk to your upline. We can help you in looking for different ways that you can build these habits even stronger and create a larger customer base to help you excel in your business. Because honestly, at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want to see you guys shine. We want to see you build. We want to see you enjoy it just as much as we do. I hope this has helped. I hope this has given you some ideas and some inspiration. If you guys ever have a question, you can always reach out to me. I'm usually always available. And thanks. Bye.